I think if somebody would have diagnosed me, I would have definitely come out to be ADHD. You tell me anything, मैं उसकी coffee बना सकती हूँ. Like I love.
She's become an expert at it now.
Yeah. Suddenly there are so many people who don't know you, who are judging you on the way you look, on your family, on what you're doing, what you're wearing, the religion I follow, everything. There's judgment. When I am on the road, sometimes they don't recognize me as Sara. They're like impulse. करके they come to me. I'm like, yeah. I was in denial. The first time I answered the call, it was 1:30 in the night. I was in sleep and I got the call and I was not ready to believe कि सब माल जल गया है. मुझे फिर भी ऐसा लगा कि कुछ तो बचा होगा. I put my phone off flight mode and I had so many messages and I was like this is not a dream. मुझे नहीं चाहिए था कि मैं actually उसको ब्लॉक करने वाली थी सोशल मीडिया पे ताकि उसको दिखे ही नहीं कि मैंने ये पोस्ट किया.
From content to caffeine, she is the reason your morning brew has a little more sass and a lot more kick. Hi, I'm Sonal and today we are going off script with the founder of the only impulse you should not resist. जिसकी कॉफी पीने से आ जाता है जोश. I'm talking about the founder of Impulse Coffee, Sara Sarosh.
Wow, that's such a nice introduction.
Hi, how are we feeling today?
Very nice, very nice. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Sara, I feel that our childhood actually makes us into the person we are as we go into our adulthood. What were you like before content creation and becoming an entrepreneur and all of that? What was the Sara before she entered the social world?
I think I was so young when I started that I have grown with the internet and I was just like this. Like I was hyper, I was running here and there, I was doing 100 things. Even as a little girl, like I never sat down. Like my parents had different. I think if somebody would have diagnosed me, I would have definitely come out to be ADHD. Like I was always running and I think my parents knew that to keep me engaged is the best way to roll. So I have had a fabulous upbringing. I would give all credits to my parents that they properly channelized my energy. Like मेरे को कभी free रखते ही नहीं थे कि मैं तहस नहस करूँ घर में. Like they used to always keep me channeled into drawing class जाओ, drawing class जाओ, swimming class जाओ, ये करो वो करो. So that helped me like shape my personality, meet a lot of people, learn so many skills. And I think that is what is translated to the person I am today also. Like I never want to just do one thing. And I like to get my hands dirty in multiple things. So I think that has shaped who I am today for sure.
How sweet. You were studying medical once upon a time and then cut to you are a full-fledged social media influencer, a creator, full-time creator and an entrepreneur. How was that shift?
So the thing is, when you're studying, you're very much into the books and you can't really express your creativity in any way. I loved my studies and I was a very मैं वो बच्ची नहीं थी कि जिसके सर पे खड़े रह के डंडे लगाना पड़ता था कि पढ़ाई करो. I used to love studying. I loved opening my books and learning new things. But at the same time, I realized my creative side was completely dying out and I had nothing to sort of express my stress relief करने कुछ नहीं था. That's when I came across these videos of LA-based creators जो लोग makeup कर रहे हैं, makeup के बारे में बता रहे हैं, and I had really bad skin. I had like a lot of acne on my face. तो वो छुपाने के लिए I got into makeup. Actually मैं makeup इसलिए गई थी because I wanted, and today I have like 4 breakouts and I was like I'm not going to touch my makeup on the breakouts. So that shift has happened today, but back then I just wanted to hide my face. I wanted to learn about makeup and get creative and paint my face, basically change the way I look. LA में बहुत चल रहा था ये US में like लोग YouTube पे videos बना के डाल रहे थे and I found that so interesting कि कोई देख रहा है कोई नहीं दिख रहा है but लोग बैठ के videos बना रहे हैं. तो फिर मुझे वो करना था इसलिए that is how I started into this and I started when I was studying. So this shift of that influencer space happened especially in the lockdown, right? When people were consuming a lot of content. But I already had a channel. It had like 20,000-30,000 subscribers. And in the lockdown, we couldn't go to college because we were students. We were not allowed in the hospital. So that time I had a lot of free time to like really create a lot of content. तो जब मैं एक वीडियो डालती थी मैं 3 वीडियो डालने लगी. तो I could increase this and then my page really picked up. I got that much needed push. I got the community. I got all of that in the lockdown. And then after I finished my degree, but then I became more and more sure that I'm truly enjoying this. And I've built this community and I don't want to let it go. Had I pursued my degree, I would have to completely disconnect from what I had built. So I didn't want to do that.
And like they say, consistency is key. So lockdown mein, because you could keep up with it, you could do this. But like you said that when you started, it was much before, the social media wave had hit us, which was during lockdown. So you must have seen the shift in what social media was back then and how it has transferred into something that all of us are not able to, you know, leave. Let's put it like that.
Yeah.
What would you say about that shift? How was it being in the midst of the shift happening?
Very different, I would say. Today in the internet is getting a little out of hands. It's almost like it's out of hands. Consumption,
Yeah.
creation, everything. Like I feel like there's too much of everything, too much of information, too much of gyan, too much of everything happening on the, too much of consumption of products, too many products. हर चीज़ बहुत ज़्यादा हो गई है, and I don't know where this is going. It's almost scary the way
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
heading. But the internet was, when I was creating long format content, was a very safe space, like literally a comfort zone, which is why I don't leave long format YouTube creation even today, because it is a safe space. Somebody who's committing to you to watch this interview, for example, for 30-40 minutes, or my videos on YouTube for 30-40 minutes, is a family you're building. It's a
Right.
very core community, a loyal community you're building, because they want to spend time with you. They are not
Yeah.
here to buy one product. They're not here to just see an advertisement. They're here to spend time with
They're here
you.
for you.
For you, yeah.
Yeah.
For the family I'm showing, for the life I'm showing. They want to spend time and connect
Yeah.
with me. That is what we built as long format YouTube creators. I think short format became so snappy, so fast. As much as it's great for creators to go viral overnight, I became viral through short format content. So I will never diss it for that. But it almost gets out of hand. I remember when my page was scaling a lot, like मेरे I think 200k से 500 600k बहुत fast हुए थे because of shorts, because my multiple shorts went viral. And I was not able to take that through the comment section, because suddenly there are so many people who
Yeah.
don't know you, who are judging you on the way you look, on your
Yeah.
family, on what you're doing, what you're wearing, the religion I follow, everything. This judgment suddenly about everything. So one day I'm like literally just having this small community of followers जिनसे मैं रोज एंगेज करती हूँ, सब कमेंट्स को रिप्लाई देती हूँ, सब कुछ अच्छे से इंटरैक्ट करती हूँ. सडनली इतने सारे लोगों को इतनी सारी ओपिनियंस आ गई है. सो that became a very tricky space for me. I was almost like overwhelmed in that phase, and I wanted to like tone it down, and I wanted to get a hand like grip of things. But when you're in that content creation space, you can't even stop. You know, you have that constant fear. The minute I stop posting, I'll be irrelevant, or it's out of sight, out of mind in this generation. So I think for everyone, it's kind of a very, very, very fast moving world right now, and that is scary. Like, it wasn't like this back then.
Yeah, I know, right? And when you decided that you want to take this up full time and you maybe disclose it to your family, how was that? How did that go?
So I didn't tell them like perfectly that I will not pursue OT at all. Occupational therapy is what I studied. So that was the year when people, like all the students, were still figuring if they want to go abroad or no. And
Yeah.
occupational therapy is not that well known in India yet. So you
Yeah.
will see a lot of students go abroad for their masters, because it has a lot of recognition abroad,
yeah.
and it's a very well paying job. So even for me, that was the career path that was decided from my family, from me, everyone. I told them to give me that 1 year when I had crossed 100k, but मेरा मतलब वो इतना monetize नहीं हो रहा था, इतना पैसा नहीं आ रहा था कि I can live an independent life or whatever, or I could match up to the pay I would get
Yeah.
abroad. So then I told them, just give me this 1 year, I'll see how much I can make from this, how much can I sustain myself, what can I do with it. And then अगर नहीं तो फिर जब मेरे friends भी जा रहे हैं abroad, मैं उनके साथ चली जाऊंगी. तो that was like the bargain I had with my parents, and they are very open minded. My mom was she's South Indian, and she's very like, you know, padhai. South Indians love like education. Yeah.
Of course, we all know.
They are not the business minded people. But my dad's a businessman, and he was like, ठीक है, you do whatever makes you happy. तो फिर my dad के support के साथ I was like, ठीक है, मम्मी बहुत हैरान करती थी मुझे. मम्मी was like every day, like, you know, you study also, you get your exams also, go for a job also. I tried doing everything, and I was just getting too tired.
You did a corporate job?
No, I did occupational therapy. I had to work in a setting, like
yeah,
a
of
healthcare
course,
setting.
yeah.
So I did that.
And how was that?
It was beautiful. Like I was so I was I was in a healthcare setup with specially abled kids.
Would you like to
So-
tell us actually what occupational therapy is? Because I feel like you said it's
Yeah,
not as well
it's-
known in India.
Right.
Might as well tell everyone what it is.
So occupational therapy is a allied health science that basically trains you to help people get back to their daily life. So for example, if you've had a surgery, like you've had a fracture, okay,
Yeah.
and if you've had a surgery, you will get that surgery done. You'll get your fracture repaired
Right.
in the surgeon's room, in the OT. But uske baad you need therapy. सिर्फ ऑपरेशन से आपका नहीं होगा. योर मसल्स हैव बिकम वीक, यू वर इन कास्ट फॉर सो लॉन्ग, उससे आपकी पूरी बॉडी भी वीक हो गई, आपके मसल्स भी वीक हो गए, आपको हर चीज़ को रीट्रेन करनी पड़ेगी. इफ यू गो टू अ फिजियोथेरेपिस्ट, दे विल हेल्प यू विद ऑल द टेक्नोलॉजी एंड द exercises that you need to do, but an occupational therapist basically helps you get back to your job role. So internationally, even occupational therapy certifications are required for you to get back to your work. So you have to be skilled, you know, that skilled worker certificate that you need. So those are involved in our course. We will give you activities at our therapy center that will simulate what you did in your workplace. So like you're a host over here, you don't need your hands that much, but if you can rest that body part, your speech, your everything, so we'll simulate that work environment for you in our therapy center, so that you are confident, because now you've not gone to work for so long. So mentally, physically, occupational therapist is very holistic. So we look at your life and we get you back to your life.
So interesting.
Yeah, it's a very interesting science. I loved studying
How
it.
did you find this out, and how did you want to do this?
So it's very strange actually. I gave my entrance. I was every child always wants to do MBBS, and we all aim for MBBS when we are studying for our entrance. But I actually fell extremely sick in my 12th standard. एंड उसकी वजह से मेरे मतलब मैंने 12th में पढ़ाई ही नहीं की थी. आई डिडंट स्टडी इन 12th बिकॉज आई वाज ऑल द टाइम बिटवीन हॉस्पिटल्स एंड आई वाज एक्सट्रीमली सिक. आई हैड अ कंडीशन कॉल्ड फाइब्रोमाइल्जिया. एंड उस बीच मेरी पढ़ाई नहीं हुई थी, तो मैंने सोचा था मैं ड्रॉप ईयर लेके अगले साल एंट्रेंस देके फिर MBBS दूंगी, के लिए अप्लाई करूंगी मतलब. बट देन माई डैड वॉज ऑफ द ओपिनियन कि बस जा और एग्जाम दे दे, मतलब कुछ सोच मत. आई विल नॉट इवन आस्क यू हाउ योर एग्जाम वेंट, नथिंग. He just told me, go, I'll give it, I will take you out for dinner, I will not ask you. So just for the sake of my dad, I went and gave my exam. I remember I came out of the exam hall and he took me to Barbecue Nation for lunch. He was like, मुझे जानने नहीं कैसा था. And after that, I actually still got 140 on 200, which is
amazing.
a great
Yeah,
score.
it
Yeah,
is.
like, so all the lectures I attended, whatever I absorbed mentally, I could still give a very good exam. I was, everyone was very proud of me, and they were like, you know, you don't have to repeat. There is a lot you can do with this. And
exactly.
You don't have to aim for MBBS. And actually, my lifelong dream was to be in KEM. So the hospital I studied, it is the best in Maharashtra to study healthcare. My dream was to be in KEM. So मुझे वही लगा कि I actually can get into KEM with other, like I can apply for. So there are 3 allied health sciences mainly: physiotherapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy. So these you can apply when your score is not cutting it for like the MBBS. Okay. So so then in those I applied for all the 3. I actually didn't apply to a lot of physiotherapy colleges because the cutoff for physio is a little higher. Then I applied to OT and ST, that's occupational therapy and speech therapy. I got to know more about it. I understood the prospects in US, in UK, in Australia is a lot. I understood that India mein nahi bhi hai, so I have a future abroad. So with all of that, I did, and finally in the last cutoff, I got in KEM. So finally, after
the dream
all
came
that,
true.
yeah, the dream came true. So after all that time, I was like, I'm still making it to my dream college. I'm not going to repeat. I'm going to go for it. So फिर मैंने drop year नहीं लिया. फिर मैंने I did it, and that's how I discovered it. But I fell in love with the and actually people don't know this, but in the first 2 years we end up studying the same things as MBBS. So we know everything, the basic healthcare. And then we have our own subjects too
for occupational therapy. Right.
So yeah, so I loved studying, right? I told you कि मुझे पढ़ाई करने मुझे बहुत interesting लगती थी पढ़ाई, मुझे everything. So when I was working in this healthcare setting, I was dealing with kids, and in India, occupational therapy is still very well known for children, especially able children, because that is one of the very renowned niches of occupational therapy, pediatrics. So in that, what was happening is I was getting very attached to the kids. They are very, like, they of course take up a lot of your energy, and I was getting super attached to them because there's a way you're supposed to deal with them. There's a way you're supposed to give them therapy. It's like literally you're taking care of your kid and you get attached to the kid like he's your own. There were like 4-5 kids who got extremely attached to me. I was getting extremely attached to them. So this was morning 11 to 5 I would go here. And it was draining me because emotionally I was getting so drained.
I'm sure.
Because then coming back home, there was no energy to do videos. There was no energy to do brand commitments. There was no energy for anything. And I realized I'm jack of all, master of none. ना मैं उधर खुश हूँ क्योंकि उधर मैं बैठ के सोच रही हूँ कि मुझे घर जाके ब्रांड वीडियो शूट करना है, मुझे ये करना है वो करना है, और उधर मैं इतनी अटैच हो रही हूँ इन बच्चों के साथ, और इवेंचुअली तो मैं छोड़ने ही वाली थी क्योंकि मैं 1 साल अगर ये करती तो भी मैं मास्टर्स के लिए चली जाती. So that is when I was like, Mom, I will leave this for now. Like I did 2 months of this and I left it, and I was like, अभी के लिए I'll leave this. अगर मुझे अब्रॉड भी जाना है पढ़ाई करके यही करना है तो आई डू इट फुल टाइम बिकॉज दिस जगल इज जस्ट नॉट वर्किंग आउट इट्स जस्ट नॉट वर्किंग इट्स ड्रेनिंग मी इमोशनली मेंटली फिजिकली so I felt I still have those videos in my phone with those kids and I watch it when I'm like really like low. I watch those videos but yeah, that was a very like beautiful phase, but I felt bad leaving that aside too. It was not just my parents.
I'm sure. And then, like you said, then when you got into content creation, did your mom start seeing your videos? Did she have an opinion about it?
Oh yeah, they used to watch my videos. They are not that kind. They are not. I would say they are not opposed to anything.
Yeah.
They just wanted the best for me. They've always wanted the best for me. So my parents always just said कि तू खुश रह, but ऐसा कुछ मतलब I was always tall, so I could go for modeling. But मम्मी ने कभी वो नहीं encourage किया क्योंकि she's like ये सब चीज़ें पहले के ज़माने में ऐसा सोचते थे ना कि this is not going to last. You need
sustainable
it's not
नहीं है.
sustainable.
Right.
ये this is not a future जिसमें आप lifelong काम कर सकते हो. तो वो डर से वो लोग मुझे हमेशा एजुकेशनल एस्पेक्ट पे पुश करते थे एंड मुझे भी पढ़ना पसंद था तो आई ऑलवेज कार्व्ड दैट नीश आउट फॉर माई सेल्फ आई वुड से आई स्टिल फील लाइक industry like this is not sustainable. We all have to think for the long term and we have to have our backup plans and have our savings in place and stuff because you're in it for a while where you're really popular, you're making good money, and then what? So I always like to think of the then what because my parents always made me think like that since the beginning. But yeah, she used to watch my videos.
And I feel it's a holistic way of looking at life also.
For
that
sure.
I mean, I know that there are a lot of people who say, no, you shouldn't have a plan B, otherwise you don't give plan A like your 100%.
No, I don't believe in that.
Exactly, but the safety and security of knowing that, okay, I'm going to give my all to this, but if this doesn't work out, I'll still be able to sustain myself.
Absolutely.
But my plan B matters a lot. It's an underrated opinion I have, but I'm glad that you somewhere feel the same way. So what I have figured from Impulse Coffee ka website is while you were studying, while you were doing your medical studies, you used to have a lot of coffee and the instant coffee was just not doing it for you, and that's how the idea of having Impulse came into your mind.
Right.
Now Impulse in itself sounds like such a poetic name. What does Impulse mean to you?
To me, it means just not thinking too much and going for it and taking that plunge. I am impulsive and that is how the name of the brand came about to be, and coming up with Impulse Coffees was also a very impulsive decision that I love coffee, I want people to have the best coffee and I'm going to launch this brand. And with that intention, I feel like anybody who is like me, who not everything requires a lot of thought, not everything deserves your overthinking, not everything needs to be planned out for so many. Yes, have a backup, but don't overanalyze, don't overthink. I feel like इतना सोच के लोग कभी जो करना चाहते हैं वो करते ही नहीं है. Impulse is that cup of brew for you that just go for it. Like have it, go for it, hustle. Our tagline is experience the hustle, and it truly means that hustle, work hard, and go for it. So that is what Impulse Coffees means.
And do you want to walk us through how it all started when you decided, like you said, it was an impulsive decision, but I'm sure that making a brand, creating a brand, is not that easy. On your page, on your website also, it shows that you had to actually go to Chikkamangaluru and then meet the coffee estate people and all of that. Do you want to walk us through how Impulse actually came into being?
So Impulse Coffees was that plan B, right? जब वो एक साल का gap I asked my parents, that is when I decided that I would also keep a plan B, that in case, back then my community was not that large, so I felt like room for error was more. I could play, I could make mistakes and still be okay. So I started with that mindset कि ठीक है मुझे brand start करना है. Brand start करने में I knew कि अगर मैं कुछ भी बेचूंगी, it will be coffee. Because more than makeup, I loved coffee. And
you believe in coffee.
I believe in coffee. And I genuinely saw that gap in instant coffee when people who love coffee did not really go for instant coffee. Because they have, instant coffee has that bittery aftertaste and that rubbery aftertaste. और वो चीज़ मुझे, I'm sure there is some technology with which we can get rid of that. So I spent that entire year that I had, that gap year, in researching, talking to all the different estates in India. I also got samples from Africa for coffee and I understood what exactly instant coffee can be, what ground coffee is. I love ground coffee too, But I feel like unless you are really a coffee connoisseur and you can afford to have a machine and you know the brewing and everything घर पे, जहाँ हमारे किचन में आजकल मिक्सर के लिए जगह नहीं है, you know Indian households में जगह नहीं होती है ये सब चीजें, and not everybody is a, you know, I love my coffee but I don't have a coffee machine at home, so I cannot, and not every day can I afford to go and buy a cup of coffee for 450 500 rupees. So I wanted to hit that nail कि मेरी coffee will be instant, easy to make, convenient, but not have any bitter, rubbery aftertaste. And I decided that that is the base of Impulse coffees. Usse I discovered that when you add shikari to your coffee, you get that roasted aftertaste, which is beautiful. It does taste really good, but it can also turn rubbery when it's with instant coffee. So then Impulse Coffees has no added shikari. We are all organic and we have USDA certified organic flavors. So when I got into instant coffee, I finalized that I will go for freeze dried technology. So freeze dried technology is where your coffee is taking a longer time to process. It is more expensive, but your coffee granules taste amazing. Like they dissolve in milk and water instantly, literally instantly. And it tastes beautiful. So that roasted aroma taste, everything is there. So the coffee is bang on. And then I discovered flavors. When I discovered flavors, I was like, this is a brand. Like that moment that you'll ask me, when did you know my Mocha Pe Choka, which is today my best seller at Impulse Coffees, the day I discovered Mocha Pe Choka, I remember that day like magic. Like all my friends were sitting and I had a bunch of samples with me from different vendors. And when I tried Mocha Pe Choka, I was like, dude, I have to launch this. I have to have my name attached to this particular flavor. And उसके बाद मुझे समझो कि अब मैंने तो पहले सोची थी एक ही कॉफ़ी के साथ लॉन्च करूंगी, बस 50 ग्राम एक कॉफ़ी, पहले ब्रांड एस्टैब्लिश करूंगी, फिर देखूंगी क्या करना है. I didn't have a long term plan of that. But then when Mocha turned out so good, I got more flavors. I started experimenting with that. I took more 6 months. That is when we started working on the logo, branding. We were sure which brand we want to do, everything. That is when we finalized the first 3 flavors we launched with. Today we have 10 flavors. That's the largest variety that India has seen in flavored instant coffee. And I think still the world, like you tell me anything, मैं उसकी coffee बना सकती हूँ. Like I love.
She's become an expert at it now. Now you're getting so much love for the coffee. How does that feel? That you know it was an impulsive decision once, an almost dream once, and now it's actually made it to people's households. How does it feel now?
I love it. I honestly, when I am on the road, sometimes they don't recognize me as Sarah. They're like, impulse. They come to me. I'm like, yeah. And I love it. I think it's that baby that I have brought up from the beginning. There have been days
from the day of conception.
Yeah, literally, like I have packed my own orders. मुझे honestly first month of business में लगा था कि कौन ही लेगा, you know, like मेरा literal attitude था कि slow and steady इस business को grow करेंगे. But first month में I was overwhelmed with orders. I was like, what have I taken up? Like literally crazy. बैठ के मैं खुद बबल रैप कर रही हूँ, ऑर्डर्स बांध रही हूँ, ब्लू थैली में भर रही हूँ, पप्पा लेके जाके उसको फैक्ट्री से डिस्पैच करा रही हूँ क्योंकि मैं मेरा एड्रेस डिलीवरी वालों को नहीं दे सकती. तो इतना लॉजिस्टिक्स हो गया था ना. I was like, wow, this is a lot of work. So I have done everything at Impulse. You name it. I've made creatives, I've made ads, I am in the ads, I have done whatever. I've packed orders, I've spoken to customers. I do speak to customers. That's a very important part of my job. And it's such a baby of mine, and I'm very, very, very passionate about both coffee and the brand. And bringing a good cup of coffee. I genuinely feel like India is now moving into realizing that we deserve a certain thing. And I think for that category of people, this is the perfect product and the perfect market because coffee is your everyday item.
It is.
That you deserve to have a great cup of coffee to start your day. And I'm giving it to you at a price point where you can afford a good cup for the entire month. So I feel like that premiumness जो अभी Indians को भी अच्छा लगने लगा है ना, it's the right time, right place to
affordable
be.
premium.
Yeah.
She has actually nailed it. And the passion is very obvious from how you're talking about the brand also. एक माँ होती है ना जो अपने बच्चे के बारे में बात करती है कि मेरे बच्चे ये करते, मेरे बच्चे वो करते, मेरे बच्चे ने ये भी कर लिया. She's talking like that only. Sarah, that brings me to the incident that happened at your warehouse, the unfortunate incident where your warehouse caught on fire and a lot of your products, you know, perished. All of your products perished. Must have been so difficult to even think about it now. But when that happened and when you probably got the call, how was that like?
So I literally got the call 1 month back. It's been a month. And very, very heartbreaking. There's no words to describe how I felt that minute. It's like, it's something you don't want to believe. Like, I was in denial. The first time I answered the call, it was 1:30 in the night. I was in sleep and I got the call, and I was नॉट रेडी टू बिलीव कि सब माल जल गया है. मुझे फिर भी ऐसा लगा कि कुछ तो बचा होगा, कि क्योंकि हमने उसी रात दिवाली की सेल स्टार्ट की थी. दैट वाज दैट एग्जैक्ट पीरियड दैट वी, वो धंधे का पीरियड था मालूम है. द एंटायर ईयर यू वेट फॉर दिवाली कि अभी हम पैसा कमाएंगे, एंड दैट टाइम पे ओनली आग लगी. लिटरली दिवाली के 6 दिन पहले जब सेल रखनी है और अब ऑर्डर्स निकलेंगे, हमारा गिफ्ट बॉक्स जस्ट सैटरडे पहुंचा था और संडे को आग लगी. तो इतना बड़ा लाइक माल तो जो जला वो जला, पैकेजिंग मटेरियल भी सब कुछ जल गया. तो इट was devastating. I was broken. I in that minute was like, should I shut the brand? What should I do? Like, you know, I had all sorts of thoughts. I was confused. It was a very, very dark period, and I was in Delhi. Unfortunately, I was not even in Bombay. I'm from Mumbai. I'm a Mumbai girl. My warehouse is here in Mumbai. But I was in Delhi for a panel with Economic Times, and I'd gone for that and to market my product. And unfortunately, I was not even with my team or to do anything. So it was a very handicapped period. But I didn't waste any time. Like right that night, like all of us, my team member went to the warehouse, saw the condition of the fire. वीडियोस भेज रहा था वो 2 बजे रात को, और मैं बैठ के सब प्रोडक्ट्स आउट ऑफ स्टॉक कर दी वेबसाइट पे. फिर उसके बाद मैंने बैनर्स बनाए, क्रिएटिव्स बनाए, वेबसाइट पे लाइव किया कि you know we are going to be taking some time off, and then I made a social media post. Morning I got up, I just wanted this to be a nightmare. I woke up with such a heavy head and I was like, bas isko matlab sapna bana do. But then I put my phone off flight mode and I had so many messages and I was like, this is not a dream. I need to get up and get to work. Put the post on social media. Then we got like, in the minute we posted on social media, the narrative changed. Like then it became too real, and then people were like, we are here to support you no matter what. We are here, we are waiting for our order, because a lot of people had actually ordered before the fire. Unfortunately, on 1st October was International Coffee Day, and हम लोग ने बहुत बड़ी सेल रखी थी और free shipping. एंड बहुत लोगों ने पहली बार इम्पल्स से मंगाया था, तो कितने सारे ऑर्डर्स पैक्ड थे जो जल गए. तो वो जो एक था ना कि oh god, like to realize that there were orders packed which they had to just be picked up by the shipping company, did not get picked up. It was, and then we were all hands on deck. I had like my team who manages me, and my social media team, my customer service team, all of us were doing customer service. सबसे पहले तो we sent out a mass WhatsApp, सबको बता दिया ये हुआ है, फिर बैठ के सबके मैसेजेस को रिप्लाई किया. तो हम 5 लोग कस्टमर सर्विस कर रहे थे, जहाँ नॉर्मली एक इंसान करता है, क्योंकि कस्टमर्स मेन है आपके. यू नो, इन दैट पीरियड उनका सपोर्ट
कैन मेक और ब्रेक योर
ब्रांड. And in that minute, we got immense support, like from people who had not purchased, a lot of content creator support, celebrities supporting us. That was insane to me. Like that is when I realized कि कुछ तो दम होगा ब्रांड में, कि इसलिए इतना लोग बोल रहे हैं, you know. क्योंकि जब गिव अप करना था, I was like, how can I give up when I have so many people talking for me? While it is just my baby, but so many have been attached to it.
So many of them out there, not just your customers, like you said, your friends, your creator friends, there are other creators, celebrities who believe in the brand. Probably not as much, but just as much
having their voice and just them saying, you know, just them supporting. I think just anybody, any celebrity or creator supporting the brand and saying, y'all are going to be back stronger. Sara bhi, like all of them messaged me. I must have not replied to so many creator friends, but I know मैंने सबके मैसेज देखे, क्योंकि मैं दिल्ली में अकेली बैठी थी. मैं literally, मेरे पास कोई नहीं था ना, मैं तो फोन पे ही थी और मेरे पास कोई भी नहीं था. I was reading everyone's messages. I must not have been replying to anyone because I was blank.
Of course.
But वो सारे words ने ही मुझे वापस खड़ा किया. And then like taking help of all my founder friends, whoever are co-founders in other companies, they all helped me. They got me connected to warehouse agencies that do fulfillment, के माल मंगा लो, इधर रखेंगे, ये करेंगे, वो करेंगे. Like everything, just like people have helped me so much that even though I'm a solo founder, all my network, all my connections, all my friends, everyone stood up for Impulse and helped us rebuild in 5 days. Like what became a story for brands to say actually has happened through the support of so many people. Like I can alone have never pulled that off for sure.
And like a phoenix rising from the ashes, Sara and Impulse they have both made a comeback that we all remember, not just because of social media, but because there is a story that always makes a brand more, you know, relatable. And I feel as unfortunate as this was, it actually show to the people कि इस brand में और इस brand के founder में कितना दम है, right?
Yeah.
That was about Impulse. Can we talk about Reet and you? Reet and you, you have such a holistic, relationship that's out there on public. How do you maintain the balance between, public love and then private life?
Very well, actually. Reet and I have been private as a couple for a very long time before we made it public, because I was already in the, quite popular in the social media spaces. So रीत वॉज वेरी कैमरा शाय, तो वो तो ऑब्वियस था कि हम बहुत ऑपोजिट है एक दूसरे से. एंड तो तभी से हम मतलब कभी भी हम कंटेंट के पर्सपेक्टिव से तो सोचते ही नहीं थे. एंड आई लव्ड हैविंग दैट पार्ट ऑफ माई लाइफ विच वॉज ट्रूली जस्ट माइन, बिकॉज सो मच ऑफ माई लाइफ इज आउट ऑन द इंटरनेट. So when Reet and I were in our initial stages of dating and everything was, and since a lot of our relationship is also long distance, it was very easy to keep it private from the internet. And even when we made it public, it was a very subtle, like very subtle integration in my vlogs, I would say. Yeah, people were calling it soft launch, and he's like, "मेरा product है जो launch हो रहा." So he used to get very irritated with all these words. But yeah, मैंने ऐसा कुछ soft launch plan नहीं किया था. कभी-कभार ऐसा होता था कि वो घर आता था for longer periods. एंड वो मेरे व्लॉग में ना खाली हाथ दिख गया कि किसी आवाज आ गई वगैरह, देन ऑडियंस हाउ इट दे आर ना, सो दे स्टार्ट स्पेक्युलेटिंग, दे स्टार्ट ओवर एनालाइजिंग, दे आर गोइंग एंड चेकिंग माय फॉलोअर्स कि मैं किसको फॉलो करती हूँ, एंड पीपल वांट टू,
people have so much time on their hands.
Yeah, they want to find out who is this mystery person. And when then speculation started in the wrong way ना, एकदम negative way में चले गए, तब मुझे ऐसा लगा कि नहीं, अब तो हमको बता देना चाहिए, we will introduce. And that time we were taking our first international trip, we were going to Bali. So then I was like, see, I'm not going to say anything, you're just going to be in the vlogs, you're my boyfriend, it's not a big deal. And he was like, yeah, cool, let's not make a big deal about it. So that's how it was. We went to Bali, we were in vlogs, and वो vlogs भी बहुत मतलब minimal ही है, ऐसा we are not very lovey-dovey in public, we're very natural. Like if I'm getting ready, he's around me hovering, तो वो जो चल रहा है वो capture कर लेते हैं. Vlogs are also very natural. हम ऐसा कपल कंटेंट जैसे कुछ नहीं डाल रहे, तो हमारा प्राइवेट लाइफ प्राइवेट ही रहता है. मतलब those moments are ours only.
Have you ever thought of doing those couple trends, sometimes?
Oh, we do enjoy them for sure. Like we recently did a trend which went so viral, like we that भागने वाला trend, उसमें 13 million views आ गए. तो I was like, जैसे जो एकदम टाइम पास वाला ट्रेंड होता है ना, जिसमें like कुछ ऐसा एकदम रोमांटिक नहीं है, वो हम कर लेते हैं, मतलब मस्ती के लिए, सिर्फ मस्ती के लिए हम कर लेते हैं. बट नहीं, strategically नहीं, क्योंकि also Reet has started creating content, right? Like he does travel content.
For someone being camera conscious, that's what I was surprised when you said he's camera conscious.
So if you see Reet's videos, he's not on the video a lot. He's only taking that little bit of him in the intro, and then and actually before he started, he just was showing the scenery. He was not showing himself. Then I told him, if you want to take this seriously, you need to show your face, because there can be no faceless media page which is going to, like, people will want to know who you are. So then that's when he slowly, so it's his comfort zone, and I think as a creator also, he's warming up. He's definitely a lot more warmed up towards the camera than he was when we met. But yeah, his content is very different, and because he's building his identity at Roaming Trek Sack, where he's doing northeast travels, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि वो हम दोनों की रिलेशनशिप की वजह से लोग रीत को जानते हैं. Like we both want, and he also wants, and I also want कि Reet should have his own
independent identity.
So that's why we don't want to do couple content where it becomes like Reet सारा का boyfriend है. Like वो narrative नहीं होना चाहिए technically लोगों के दिमाग में.
And how has Reet been supporting you through this entire journey of, Impulse, when you started Impulse, and now this unfortunate event that has happened? What has Reet's role been like in your journey?
I always say that he's the calm to my storm. So he is an extremely practical, calm person, and very sorted like that, especially for me. Like maybe sometimes when he's having a bad moment, he will be weak, but for me, he stays very strong. He's my wall, and there are so many times that he's protected me from everything around me. I actually wanted to protect him from this incident because he was in Arunachal on a trek that time, and वो आउट ऑफ नेटवर्क था, तो मुझे नहीं चाहिए था कि मैं एक्चुअली उसको ब्लॉक करने वाली थी सोशल मीडिया पे, ताकि उसको दिखे ही नहीं कि मैंने ये पोस्ट किया. मैंने उसको बताया भी नहीं, रात को भी नहीं, दिन में भी नहीं. आई वाज गोइंग टू प्रोटेक्ट हिम, बट देन ऑल माय फ्रेंड्स स्टार्टेड पोस्टिंग, लाइक कितने लोग उसको ब्लॉक करेंगे. तो देन आई वाज लाइक, आई एम नॉट गोना ब्लॉक हिम, ही विल गेट मोर पैनिकी व्हेन ही कांट सी माय पोस्ट. So morning he got up, I think around 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Next day he found out when he came in network and he switched on his network. He found out. He immediately called me and he's like, "What has happened? What has happened?" I was like, "You calm down. Nothing has happened." But he came back. He ended his trek. He came back to Guwahati. And then the minute I was coming back from Delhi to Bombay, he also took the same day's flight back to from Guwahati to Bombay, just to be there. And that minute I needed him. I told him also that I need you. I cannot come home to an empty house. You need to be there. So he came home that day and like just I feel like I am comfortable crying. I'm comfortable being myself with Reet. So that comfort and that warmth and that protectiveness that he offers is like I can't put it in words. You know, he's also a very family person. Reet is like so a lot of times I don't realize that I need people around me. But he'll do that. Like he'll just call my parents for dinner. He'll call my friends for game night. Like he'll do all that. तो चलो इसके घर पे चलते, चलो ड्राइव पे चलते, चलो तो he'll do that and वो वैसे अपने आप मैं ठीक होने लगती हूँ और मुझे पता भी नहीं चलता है. So ये ऐसा मेरे पास बहुत बार हुआ है लाइफ में. And then later I've looked back and I'll be like, how did I just come out of this? And you don't realize that Reet has done that. Like he naturally will keep me occupied. The minute my work is over, he's like, come, let's go for a movie. Come, let's do this. And even if I don't feel like, I'm like, ठीक है, Reet बोल रहा है तो चले जाते हैं. And then it instantly changes my mood and changes the way I am.
It's so heartwarming the way she's describing their relationship. Touch wood for you, Sarah, and for Reet. Do give all our regards because I know that everyone's gonna love this piece of information of how beautifully. You know, every girl somewhere out there is looking for something like this, and you have stumbled upon it in such a beautiful fashion. And I hope that this never fades away.
Mashallah, thank you so much.
I have got an interesting segment for you.
Okay.
Are you ready for it? It's rapid fire.
Okay.
What's your go-to impulse coffee order? If Mauke Pe Chauka is not there.
Oh, right now it's Nawabi Pistachio. It is an amazing cup of coffee.
I'm gonna try that next. Mornings or nights? What do you prefer?
Nights.
You're a night owl? Oh, lovely. One word that describes your current phase in life.
Hustling.
Coffee or chai? Be honest. Like
Coffee, 100%.
No chai at all.
मुझे acidity होती है चाय से.
कुछ लोगों को होती है, normalize it.
Yeah, sometimes actually मुझे सर्दी होती है ना, मुझे चाय पीने का मन करता है और फिर जब मैं पीती हूँ मुझे acidity होती है.
Oh, damn.
Unfortunately, doesn't suit me.
Coffee is सही है. A creator you'd love to collaborate with next.
Kusha Kapila.
Oh, lovely. A marketing impulse you're proud of.
A marketing impulse I'm proud of? I'm proud of my full social media page.
Lovely. She's put so much into it. I mean, you might as well be proud and pat your back for it, girl.
Thank you.
What's the weirdest thing a follower has said about impulse? Has it ever happened?
Weirdest thing they've said? No, I think, yeah, I got a very funny DM to, like just yesterday where she said कि मेरे घर पे आए थे लोग और मैंने उनको इम्पल्स पे लाया और वो लोग इतने खुश हुए इम्पल्स भी लेके गए और मुझे 1000 रुपया देके गए तो आई ऑर्ड मेरे साथ and I was like wow, so, like in my नींद मैंने उसको पढ़ा and I was like wow, so funny. So she's like because of you I earned money also. I was like and it was a huge bottle of impulse. She's like now I'm going to order my strawberry coffee again. I was like, okay, so
how sweet, how sweet. And what's the warmest DM you may have gotten about impulse?
I get a lot of, bro, during the fire, my DMs were the place to be, like they were therapy. The warmest DMs. So many people shop from Impulse and I don't even realize and they're like, we shop, we never tell you, we don't comment on your videos, but we love your videos and please keep Impulse going. My dadi loves it, my father loves it, this one loves it. Like families are drinking my coffee, so that is, you know, that is so warm, like the fact that it's reached homes.
I'm sure. Your guilty pleasure snack?
Oof, it's that buldak pink ramen. wo cheesy. Oh, bro, that is like, it's so bad for your health.
How often do you eat it?
I eat it in my PMS every month. Once every month.
Once every month. That's okay. I mean, I think that much cheating you can do on your diet. Yeah. If Impulse had a fragrance, what would it smell like?
Like very rich and hazelnutty. Cocoa, like that kind of a very rich fragrance.
Like the aroma that's always
warm,
there.
but sexy warm.
Wow, sexy warm. I love the combination. Sexy warm.
Not vanilla, not very sweet.
Yeah.
Not sweet.
Sexy warm.
Yeah,
I like
no
it.
added sugar. So no
Sexy
sweet.
warm could be one of your new flavors also. It's sexy warm, guys. Try it. One word for Reet.
For Reet? I call him Jan, so Jan.
Oh. Favorite coffee moment of the day?
my morning coffee, like I wish it was when nobody's at home, but unfortunately my staff comes very early. So, but yeah, my morning coffee when I'm like just opening my laptop, getting to work, my team is there. That is my favorite moment when my day is just starting.
How sweet. But you're a late, you're a night owl. So how early do you wake up?
Not very early, 10:30, 11. Literally when the first employee's bell rings, that time because in the night I get the best ideas.
Yeah.
So I'm noting them down, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm connecting with people, I'm writing emails. So a lot of my emails are actually
Productive
going
work
yeah, once everyone leaves also I become very productive. So वो शाम को जो काम होता है, I don't want to first I used to stop myself from doing it and force myself to sleep early. But then I realized मेरी कितने productivity level कम हो गई है. So then now I don't stop myself. Now I work till late in the night when I'm feeling like working. The morning when the team has come, I wake up and get to work.
That's lovely. What's the best compliment you've received recently?
What you just called me, like the phoenix rising from the ashes.
Yeah.
Somebody said that on YouTube as well to me in a Q&A and like wrote an entire paragraph about that. And it's very beautiful that this now the world thinks, because Reet used to always call, he's actually made me a painting which is in my house, which is a phoenix rising from the ashes. And he had gifted it to me on my birthday and it's framed in my house.
How sweet.
So he's like, whenever you fall, you always come back up. So like that's how you are.
That's so sweet. What's next for Sarah and Impulse? One dream you're chasing quietly.
I want Impulse in every household. I say this every single day and I manifest it every single day, and I truly, truly wish that will inshallah come soon. Every store is going to have Impulse, every QCOM will have Impulse, and people will be with your other baniye ka saman, you will be adding Impulse to
your cart.
And sipping on Impulse, and you'll absolutely love it. So yeah, it should be in every house.
How sweet. We wish the same for you and Impulse as well.
you so
Thank you for joining me here on this podcast, Sarah.
Thank you so much for having me. I had a lovely time.
She's the girl who's making comebacks one after the other. Like I said, जिसकी कॉफी पीने से आ जाता है जोश. Impulse की founder, that's Sarah Sarosh. Thank you. Many such favorite creators of yours will be joining me here on this podcast. Stay tuned.